Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
And I'm Blaine Gibson.
And I'm Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, the new Star Wars trailer is out. Tickets went on sale.
And I hope that you got yours, because if you didn't, you're not going to see the movie until March. So, yeah.
Yeah, it took me 4 hours of constantly refreshing the Alamos website just for it to come up long enough to buy tickets.
And holy crap, have people been buying them. Pre-sales alone set a record for IMAX. The movie doesn't come out for 2 months, but has already sold $6.5 million for IMAX. So for reference, that's something like 6 times the number Dark Knight Rises, Catching Fire, or The Avengers did in the same time period.
And it's not just IMAX. Fandango also reported that The Force Awakens set all kinds of pre-sale records, more than 8 times the number of previous record holder, The Hunger Games. Similar reports have been cropping up from AMC and MovieTickets.com, and all this is in spite of the fact that pretty much every ticketing system fell on their faces trying to deal with the load when tickets went on sale. Also, is this the highest selling movie this week, even though it's not out?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
I bet it is.
Well, anyways, the trailer even managed to make primetime football even more popular, which I didn't even know that was possible. The game on Monday night got a 13% boost from last week's game, but boosted even higher from a 9.6 metered marketing rating to an 11.7 rating while the trailer was being shown.
I don't even know what market rating means. Bruce, help.
Yeah, well, going off Nielsen ratings, which a lot of networks do, it's kind of a collection of data sampled from 56 so-called metered markets that contain viewing data from a section of the Nielsen audience. It's just that, though, a section, and it's focused on some specific parts of the U.S., so they're usually a few tenths of a point off where the national numbers end up, but they're a very quick way of getting an idea how different content performs. Also, Nielsen is sort of the best system we have. I know it's not perfect, but it's the system we have right now.
So basically, Star Wars is a kind of a big deal, just a little
Yeah,
bit.
but if you can't see it because you were sleeping or doing something reasonable while we were all camping out, hitting refresh, trying to get sites to work, don't even worry. We think we know exactly how the movie goes, because even though the teasers and trailer and promo images have actually all been pretty reasonable about not spoiling it all, we have Blaine and Bruce, and they are super nerds and have analyzed everything. So we know some things, or at least we think
I think only Blaine did that. Blaine's a super nerd.
I'm not gonna lie. So let's make some guesses about the movie, and in 2 months, you guys can call us out, come back and just say, "This bullshit." Okay, first off, we already knew from previous teasers, and they also confirmed this at Star Wars Celebration, that Finn starts off as a First Order soldier, but there's more. We think that he might help Poe escape when he gets captured, which leads to him getting a TIE fighter shot down and landing on Jakku, and then that's where he's going to meet up with Rey. So that also gives Captain Phasma a reason to go hunt him down and be on Jakku with Kylo Ren.
And destroy everything as only Brienne of Tarth can.
Yeah.
By the way, I love her name. She sounds like an 80s action figure.
Phasma.
Phasma.
Captain Phasma, it's amazing.
Porn star.
Anyway, something. Finn and Rey end up hanging out with Han Solo, who gets the Millennium Falcon back somehow, and they all go visit this pirate fortress, which we think it's a pirate fortress. It's a temple of some kind, but we think it's a stronghold for Maz Kanata, and it's going to be inevitably destroyed because we also saw some coverage of that in the Vanity Fair, right? Is Vanity Fair?
Yeah, so there's actually a shot of Captain Phasma in front of a destroyed temple that looks exactly like the flag place that I'm calling it.
Right, so we think that Phasma is pursuing Finn for getting away.
Yeah.
Right, and there's a bunch of flags, I guess, in front of that temple, and there, front and center is the Mandalorian flag. Obviously, you know that from Boba Fett. Plus flags for Clan Vizsla, which Blaine earlier pointed out was from the Clone Wars, the guy that took over the Mandalorians. Also Clan Fett, which apparently, is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. And some old pod racing flags. Actually, a whole bunch of old pod racing flags, which is kind of weird.
It's also got Zero the Hutt's tattoo flag on it, from Clone Wars. So
Right.
there is a chance that these could be more Easter eggs than anything, especially with all those pod racer ones.
But JJ, you wouldn't do that to us, would you?
Yeah, no, he absolutely would.
All right. I think something else comes before they go to the fortress, though. A bit after that, in the trailer, we see Finn, Han, and Chewie all captured or about to be executed or something. And it looks like the same place that the stormtroopers are set up to, defend themselves against the incoming X-Wings that are coming in from that lake. So, like a rescue mission, maybe? Maybe they go and escape and they, hide in the temple or something?
Maybe, but, but Rey is at the temple. We don't see her when the other 3 are captured. And BB-8 and that red droid, do you know what the red droid is, by the way? Does anybody know what that is?
He looks like ancient.
Yeah,
The really big one? Yeah, it looks like it's in some sort of ancient temple, which could be the Maz Kanata temple. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all at the temple. So I think all that happens earlier. I'm with a bunch of other fan theories that they're going to Maz Kanata for help finding something, specifically Luke Skywalker, and then the temple gets attacked.
Yeah, there's actually more, though, because we know there's another big fight. Kylo Ren and his buddies, we think they're the Knights of Ren or whatever, coming to lay waste to everything. Kylo Ren seems like he's got some legit force, but who are the other guys? Who are the Knights of Ren? Looks like they're a mixed bag. different weapons and armor. A few people wondered if the guy on the left could be Boba Fett. Blaine could be Boba Fett.
Yeah, he had a very Mandalorian mask. I saw a good freeze frame that looked a lot like him. His rifle also had a similar scope. But like, yeah, they very Mandalorian looking. One guy had a cricket bat. And then if you actually look at Kylo's hands, that's not holding his lightsaber. He looks like he's holding something else, maybe another lightsaber. And there's dead bodies fucking everywhere.
But here's what I think. Okay, so Kylo Ren is trying to finish Darth Vader's work. He says as much in the trailer. He's trying to hunt down Luke Skywalker, who popular fan theory has is being kind of a hermit. So Rey and Finn are trying to find him to get some training in their, force powers or whatever. Kylo Ren is trying to find him to destroy him, and then they clash in the middle of the night on this snowy planet. Knights of Ren destroy a ton of people, of course, which is the fun part. But then Finn stands up to Kylo Ren and
Lightsaber battle.
Yes, so exciting. But there are casualties too, because we see a shot of Rey crying over what looked like a body. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like the arm of a leather jacket.
Spoilers. Tune out if you don't want to hear this, but we might know who it is.
This is just theory. No, we're theorizing who it is.
So it might be Poe's jacket, but it also might be Finn's jacket because they actually share the same jacket at some point. It's weird. They have action figures with the same jacket.
Right. Well, and it seems like Finn gets the jacket from Poe early on. You see Poe with it early, but then you see Finn with it for basically the rest of the trailer, which we think is the rest of the movie. So could be that, but a lot of people also are saying it could be Chewbacca. You can see what also looks like a little bit of metal that could be his bandolier, but I don't know what he'd be doing with a leather jacket.
Oh, it's a satchel. Little satchel. Cute little satchel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You also get a little fur there, and on the right side of the screen, that might be fur. So.
Or hair. It looks like a face with hair to me. I'm thinking human. Finn doesn't really have the hair to stand up, which leaves.
No! There are some more details in the trailer we don't exactly have answers to. Like, apparently Jedi have just fully faded into legend at this point. Not the glorious resurgence we imagine after Return of the Jedi. Sure, we get there been all kinds of propaganda against Jedi, and most of Luke's accomplishments went unseen by the greater universe. But what happened? Did he try to start a new order, and then it just failed, and then maybe he went into seclusion? Is he afraid of going to the dark side, and that's why he's hiding?
And why isn't he on the poster?
I think they're gonna have a big reveal, but yeah.
We'll see.
I actually think that Luke Skywalker and the Jedi Order sort of they were shunned by the galaxy. I think at this point they realized the Jedi and the Sith there's just too much trouble, and at this point they're just like, you know what, screw it, we don't want any of you guys here. That's it, we're done with you. They banned them. So I also weirdly, a lot of people think that Kylo Ren is Luke Skywalker. Really?
No, there's no way. Adam Driver's been publicly announced as Kylo Ren, and we've already seen the back of his head unmasked. By the way, that's not Luke hair.
I mean, it's kind of an interesting theory. Most of the evidence people have for this is that Kylo Ren has Darth Vader's melty helmet. Luke was the last person to see it on Endor, but I mean, like, again, I mean, yeah, he's strong in the Force, but that pyre was there, and it could be there for ages and ages. Anybody could go get that mask. It doesn't have to be just Luke.
Still, this at least is a better kept secret than Benedict Cumberbatch playing Khan in the last Star Trek movie. So, grudgingly well played, JJ. Well played.
Yeah, another not quite as far-fetched theory is that Kylo Ren uses the Force to turn Poe evil, and that the clip of him is Finn shows him that he knows something is off because of the clip we have him being tortured by Kylo.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that, because if they had this like idea that you can turn someone evil through the Force, like existing in this universe, then why wouldn't like two extremely powerful Sith like Palpatine and Vader use that on Luke to turn him evil?
Yeah.
So I just don't think that's the case. Yeah.
That could be anything. Maybe he's realizing he has comrades. He has something to fight for after all.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
So now we know a lot more than we did about The Force Awakens, but there's still a lot we don't know. Lots of puzzles still need solving. For example, Benicio del Toro's reportedly been cast in a villainous role. Is he maybe Kylo Ren's Palpatine?
Nah.
You know how like first a story in a trilogy tends to be a little bit more intimate and then personal, and then it all zooms out to reveal a larger narrative for the next ones?
Another one is Rey actually Han and Leia's daughter? In the trailer, we hear Kanata ask Rey who she is, and Rey replies, "I'm no one." So is she hiding her legacy? Does she not know it at first? Or are we all wrong and there's just no relation after all?
Oh my god, that would be so sad if it's like Han laying there in the snow and Rey's over him and she just found out, like, no!
I am
really
your
hope that doesn't
father.
happen. I mean, like, I have heard that is the predominant theory, that she's the daughter of Han and Leia, or I guess whoever else, but... Oh boy. Anyways, I gotta get credit to J.J. Abrams here. We gleaned a lot of information from these teasers and trailer. Helped along plenty by leaks, but they really don't give away much, and you definitely don't get the feeling you've seen all the best moments of the movie condensed down to 2 minutes. To be honest with you, I've been trying to avoid this as much as possible because I do not want to know the story. I know I'm gonna go see the movie and hopefully enjoy it, and I just want to see what everybody else sees which is not a huge fanboy.
Yeah, sorry about that.
perspective on Star Wars.
I wrote this up and I was like, hey, check these spoilers out.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is that this is really all guessing, and every movie should be like Star Wars and try and keep a few secrets. I mean, if Star Wars can keep secrets when fans are sending drones into closed sets to spy, every movie can keep secrets. So sort your shit out movies that overshare.
Yeah. Looking at you, what is it? Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah.
So what do we get right? What do we get wrong? Give us your best theories in the comments, and then come back in 2 months and tell us how bad we are at building movie plots out of trailer clips.
And everybody wants to know, where is C-3PO? Really?
He has a red arm. They're going to talk about it in the comic books.
Really?
God, you're such a nerd. And for all your overboard speculation, make sure you like and subscribe to The Know. Blaine, do your thing. Blaine, do it.
What's my thing?
Wookiee noise.
Oh.
How do you not think that's your thing? How do you think anything else is your thing?
Or.
Blaine, now do an impression of Nien Numb.
You
Now
know
do
way better, Bruce.
Lando
Who
Calrissian.
is that? Who is that even?
Oh, he's Lando Calrissian's co-pilot. Where's Lando?